No, no. Xicana Boxing here, Bluenose, Adam Lopez. Adam, you have a rematch with Oscar Valdez.
Yeah.
Let me know how that came about, because obviously he had his fights after getting dropped by you. How did that fight come about?
The rematch you talk about?
Yes.
I mean, I lost my last fight, and my contract with Top Rank was over after that. So I didn't hear nothing from them. So I started reaching out to different promoters, and I was like, all right, let me see what my next step is. And then they reached out and they said, hey, we got a rematch on the table. You want to take it? But they made it seem like you'll be an option. Like if he decides to fight you, then we'll do it. So I think they might have sold it to him. You know, it's a good fight. It should have been in the works, and yeah, it should have happened already. So I'm glad it's now. You know, it's a little late, but shit, I'm ready. I'm still young. I'm only 20. I'll be 27 this month. So I still got life in me. I still got the hunger in me. It's a great time for me to get my career back on track.
Now, the first time you did take that fight on short notice, and you ended up dropping a world champion. What can we expect from Adam Lopez now with a full camp and prepared for the opponent that is Oscar Valdez?
You're going to expect a much more experienced Adam Lopez. I've been through tough fights since the Valdez fight. I've been in there with some other world champions, you know, like I've learned a lot more since that fight. And I did take that fight on a short notice. I was on the undercard, but when that fight happened, I was in a place where I only really trained a few weeks for the fight. I was going through personal issues with my manager, and my life was all over the place. I was just taking the fight because I was like, all right, cool. I was fighting, and then when that fight came up, the Valdez fight, it was just a big opportunity. I couldn't turn it down. But I have a full camp now. I'm ready. I'm working so hard for this fight. It's such a big fight for me, so you know I can't let this opportunity miss. I gotta get.
How did you rate his performance against Shakur Stevenson? Obviously, I'm not saying you guys are similar in styles, but do you think he took the loss well? Do you think he's going to have that in his head where he's going to try to come for your head to prove himself? What are you expecting from Oscar Valdez now that he's taken a loss as well?
I feel like he's overlooking me. I feel like this is my boy Lewis.
I gotta this my brother right here. So I'm right here just in case somebody mess with him. You feel me? But Oscar Valdez is getting put to sleep, if you ask me. You feel me? So
we love it. We love someone who's confident. We love an instigator. We love an instigator.
We confident over here, you know what I'm saying? Hey, he went down the first one. The second one, he ain't getting up. You feel me?
That's right.
You feel me? You feel me?
But I think he's overlooking me. I think, I don't know. I just feel like he's overlooking me. I don't think, why would he fight me again, especially coming off this loss? He needs a win, and he ain't going to get one.
You think that's what he's doing? He's like, oh, let me get an easy win over Adam Lopez.
I think he thinks I might be on my way out because my last couple performances haven't been the best. But I switched up my training. I switched up a whole lot. I got a brand new trainer.
Shout out your trainer. Who's your new trainer?
My new coach is Eric Brown. Old boxing coach. He's been in the game for a long time. He knew my father very well. He's definitely bringing the dog out of me. He's pushing me to limits that I haven't been pushed to since I was like a kid. I feel like I've been training almost comfortable like, but he's really pushing me every single day in the gym and getting the most out of me every day.
Now this fight's also going to be televised via Top Rank. Should you get the performance that you want and you go ahead and get the knockout like your homie here predicts, do you think they're going to want to be like, hey, let's get this guy back?
So in the contract, if I win, Top Rank has another year with me. So basically they tied me in. I win the fight. I think I have 2 fights with them or something like that. So I'll be with them for 2 more fights, or maybe they'll offer me a contract or something. But they're going to want to work with me winning this fight.
Now, once this is posted, we'll know the result for the main event. But obviously, you also have kind of a rivalry there with Adam Ochoa. You guys don't like each other. You guys have been in a fight where the headbutt and all of that happened. Would you entertain a rematch with him after, ever?
I would never give him another opportunity. He wasted my time the last fight. If you go back and you watch the fight, which me and my team have been doing, his corner did not deal with the cut at all. They literally let it bleed out. No one put nothing on it. His head coach is a cut man. He's been a cut man for years, and he did not tend to the cut for 1 second. He literally wiped it off and just let it bleed. You got to put cut medicine. I know what I'm doing in there. You put cut medicine, you stop the bleeding, put some Vaseline. They didn't touch it. And his coach told him, you could hear it in the video, he told him, tell the ref you can't see. He was looking for a way out. I mean, Ochoa, I don't know if he wanted it out or if he just was listening to his coach, following instructions, but that's what happened. Like, it was the second round. We were just getting started, and it was unfortunate, so I would never give him another opportunity. I wouldn't.
Now for Ryan Garcia versus Tank, who do you got in that
Tank.
fight?
Tank by stoppage. 5th round,
Stop
4th
it!
round.
Not a knockout cold. Stop it.
I think it's a great fight. I'm not going to count out Garcia's left hook. I think the first 4 or 5 rounds, it can go either way. It really could go either way. Ryan Garcia is a really big dude. The first 4 or 5 rounds, if he lands that left hook, Tank going to sleep. The first 4 or 5 rounds. But if Tank gets past the 4 or 5 rounds, then I think Tank's going to take it. He might stop him, or it might go the distance.
Last thing, go ahead and let the fans know where they can follow you and where to watch your rematch with Oscar Valdez. And, go ahead and be confident. Talk your shit. Let them know what you're going to do to the boy.
You don't talk this shit. I'm going to talk this shit.
He's volunteering as
May 20th, you can check out my next fight. It'll be on ESPN, the Devin Haney Lomachenko undercard. We are the co-main event. Tune in and watch the rematch and watch me get my money back. Like Fat Boy said, he ain't getting up this time. You can follow me at Bluenose Lopez on Instagram.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it.